So now we can see that we want to choose an appropriate unit to measure the areas of different shapes, surfaces. Maybe we can start with an example. And
Okay.
Bobby works at NASA. He recently discovered a new planet. He's trying to measure the surface area of the planet. What unit of measurement should Bobby use to measure the surface area of planet? Well, everything which is related, hang on, we finish this and then there are some exercises for you. Thank you. So for a surface area of the planet, we use square kilometer. And kilometer is a good option because you know meter is not a good option. And we have some questions in here. Yes, please.
What unit of measurement should he be using when measuring this? He should be using meters, right? I'm thinking. Wait.
Yeah, of
Am
course.
I?
Of course, yes. Yes, for area, square meters.
Okay, good.
So, Adrian, always we look at the problem and choose appropriate scale. For example, we are talking about area and volume, but if you look at other quantities, for example, mass, if you look at different example, for example, when you are talking about your weight, human weights, you will use kilogram. When you want to measure the weight for ingredients, ingredients like food ingredients, we use gram. When you are weighting when we are weighting a large vehicle, for example a truck,
Okay.
we use tons. Area is also the same. So when you are going to measure the area of basketball court, of course you use squared meters.
Okay.
When you want to, maybe I can move this one down away. And when you want to, maybe I can remove this one at this stage. And when you want to calculate the area of a room, when you are want to calculate the area of a paper, you use squared centimeter. And when you are calculating area of planet or country or continent, you use squared kilometer. Yeah.
Okay.
So we go to the next question, please.
Okay, so you want to buy a small desk for a 3-month-old toddler that will be able to fit a small ball and tiny pictures. Centimeters, because that's for a 3-month-old. No, and tiny pictures.
Yes, the size of
Meters.
the size of disk. The size of disk is one part of the room, and because it is based on actually the room, for the room, and this is your chair. For the room, you used a square meter, but for your desk, which is just small portion of the whole, you use square centimeter.
Okay.
Right? Okay, next one.
Tom has a huge piece of land his grandfather lent him in South Australia. He wants to measure the areas of the land so he can get an idea of... Yeah, okay, that's kilometers.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Felicity is renovating her apartment and she wants to get a new carpet. What unit of measurement should she be using when measuring the area of her apartment? Meters. I don't think her apartment's
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So any of the hall, if you use hall, if you use a room, if you want to measure bathroom or any parts, you use square meter. So any bathroom, any room, any hall, any part of your apartment, you use square meter. Yes, good job. In the next part, we plan to use the areas of familiar surfaces to assist with the estimation of larger areas, for example, the areas of courts and fields for sport.
Okay.
An asteroid is predicted to impact Earth. Scientists are trying to find out the approximate surface area of the asteroid to make an estimation of the damage it would do. However, the asteroid is traveling very fast and the scientists only ever managed to capture half of the asteroid's surfaces on camera. A very smart mathematician figured out the surface area of the asteroid, but he gave his answer in terms of his TV screen size. If the mathematician owns a 60 inches TV with an area of approximately 0.99 square meter, and he said that the asteroid's surface area could be covered by 10 million of these TVs, what is the approximate surface area of the asteroid? So we can say that the he said that the asteroid surface could be covered by 10 million of these TVs. So that's easy. You just need to multiply 10 million of the whole TV's area. The surface area of TV is approximately 0.99, and 10 million of these is actually 9,900,000 square meter. There are some questions in this regard. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just want to get that example back up.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so okay. Estimate the size of Asgard if it's approximately 17 times larger than the state of NSW's, which is approximately. So I would say around.
Estimate the size of Asgard if it is approximately 17 times larger than the state of New South Wales. So New South Wales is approximately 810,000. Multiply 17 by 810,000 kilometers, and we find the estimate. The estimation, the concept of estimation is that it is approximately 17 times. So that's the estimation. But when you want to find the result, you need to use your calculator.
Okay.
So 17,770,000 square kilometer.
Okay, so basically it's not guessing. Okay, okay, we can do this again.
Estimate the surface area of an asteroid delta P If you could cover it with 300 sheets of titanium each, measuring at this. So if you calculate the area of each titanium, it will be 82 multiplied by 64, and then of course it will be a squared centimeter. But you need a number with the square meter. So let's calculate this one. So you have 82 using calculator, multiply by 64, and then you will have 300 multiply by this result of the calculation. And then you do it, you just multiply it by 300 using calculator, and you say so you will have 1,574,400 square centimeter. But we need something with square meter. So what does it mean? So if you have a squared meter, I mean 1 meter multiplied by 1 meter is called 1 square meter. And if you want to write its equivalent centimeter, they are exactly the same, but you show it in centimeters. So you will have 100 centimeter here, you will also have 100 centimeter here. Then it is 1,000 square centimeter. So you will learn that 1 square meter equals to 10,000 square centimeter. So I want you to convert this one to square meter.
Right. So, okay, so that would be 1574.4 meters squared.
No. 157, and then you will have 4.
Okay. Can you help?
Yeah, you need just to add to one another 4, but that should be in here, because when you divide it by 10,000, Adrian, 1,574,400 divided by 10,000, what does it mean? It means that you move decimal point to the left for 4 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, it should come here. So then it will become 157 decimal point and then 44, isn't it?
Yeah, okay.
All good. So it will move back to the left for 4 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. We submit this one. See? And now it is square meter. See?
Okay.
So we change it from square centimeter to square meter. Good job. Next one, please.
Okay, so let's estimate the area of a particular house. Given that you can fit approximately 12 10 times 10 meter apartments on it. Okay. So first, let's just do 10 times 10. 100. So 100 meters times 12 is 12.
Sorry, just to add that 10 times 10 is 100 square meter, because remember you are multiplying meter by meter, that's a square. So you call it square meter, yes?
Yeah, okay.
Yes, good job. Next one.
Do we submit it? I submit that?
Estimated area of approximately 12. So you need to multiply it by 12. Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
We'll
submit this
submit
one.
that.
Good job. Next one.
Okay, Jack goes to a school where the auditorium area is. Hang on, sorry. Jack goes to a school where the auditorium's area is estimated to be the same size of 2 basketball courts. Jack goes to school. Which is Jessica? Football, rugby field's bigger than basketball. Laura, yes. Laura is looking to buy a farm in South Australia. Before Laura goes to visit the property, she has to see how big the areas of the farms are. She's looking at 2 separate properties. Property A has an estimated area of 8 tennis courts of size 28 meters long and 9 meters wide. Property B has an estimated area of 1 soccer field that is 45 meters wide and 100 meters long. Which property has a greater area? Okay.
So you need to calculate them. So you have tennis court, 8 per property 8. So you have
Do you want to do this one together? I remember
you have property A, you have property B. What happened to property A? It is 8 times 28
Yeah.
multiplied by 9. I leave it to you. You can use your calculator to find it in a square meter.
No, I'll try and use my brain.
Okay. So property B is
So,
a square field that is 45 wide and 100 long. But that would be 4500 square meter. Okay. Have you found it?
yeah, no, I know that 28 times 9 is 252. Okay.
I've got it.
A is 2016 meters squared.
I will write it for you. Don't worry.
Okay. And then you did the second one. Yeah. So, not a point of me doing that.
So
Okay.
it's obviously B is greater. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, obviously.
Next one.
Okay, Bill is looking to relocate the building.
Office
So,
building. Yeah.
in the first building, he looks at building A is estimated to be the size of 1 basketball court. And with 28 dimensions, with 20
One.
office.
So the first one is A. The second one is B.
Oh, this is basically the same one.
What is the first one?
So B is 2. Oh no, it's 504, while the second one is
2815. And the second one is 28 multiplied by 9, right?
yeah, okay, it's A.
Okay, so you just need
Oh,
to compare them.
Yeah, A smaller. Okay. So this one's 440, this one's 504. Difference is 64. Oh. Wait. 420. Oh yeah, that's 420. I thought it was 440 for a second.
Be careful. Okay, no worries. Next one.
15 soccer. In my school, we only have one soccer field, and it's massive.
Maybe there are a lot of, fields. 15 soccer fields. That's a huge amount. So 15 multiplied by 85.
Yeah, and then I'm going to times it by 100. Okay.
Good job. And how about the result?
127500. It's 127500.
Oh, okay, so this one is square meter. So type in here and then submit.
Okay, so 27500.
All good?
Yeah.
Okay, so type in and submit. Good. Good job. Next topic is about conversion between metric units of area. So we have 400,000 square meter, and we want to convert it to square kilometer.
Okay.
We want to recall that 1 kilometer is 1,000 meter, and 1 square kilometer is 1,000 meter multiplied by 1,000 meter, which is 1 million square meter. Remember that each length and width is 1 kilometer, so the area is 1 square kilometer, right? So when you want to convert it into meters, so that's exactly the same, but that's written in different scale. 1,000 multiplied by 1,000. So this one is equal to 1 and then 6 zeros, which is 1 million squared meter. See? 1 million square meter. So if you want to convert square meter to square kilometer, it's the reverse. So now you multiply it by 1 million. So if you do the reverse, you divide it by 1 million. So 1 million square meter divided by 1 million is 1 square kilometer.
Okay.
And then look, if you can see that millimeter to centimeter, of course, you divide it by 10 is centimeter. Why? Because that's exactly the same procedure. So you have 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter, which is 1 square centimeter. And then we change it to millimeter. So that one is millimeter. The other one is also millimeter. But it should be equal. So it should be 10 millimeter, in fact. So actually, it is 100 square millimeter. So you would say these two figures are equal. Either you can say it is 1 square centimeter, or you can say 100 square millimeter. So if you want to convert from millimeter to centimeter, what you do? Square millimeter to square centimeter, of course you divide it by 100. If you want to convert from square centimeter to square millimeter, of course you multiply by 100. isn't it?
Yeah.
And I will leave some questions with you. This one.
Okay. Convert the following to hectares. A hectare is equal to a kilometer, right?
A hectare, yes. If a hectare is 10,000 square meter.
Yeah, okay. 10,000 square meter. But isn't okay? That means it's 10 kilometers, right? Yeah, it'll be 10 kilometers. What? Since it's 10 kilometers,
So if you want
that'll be
to,
then 2.1.
no,
Oh, okay.
use your time. Don't rush. You have 921,000 square meter, and then you want to convert it to hectare. What does it mean? So from square meter to hectare, you need to divide it by 10,000, isn't it, Adrian?
Yeah, okay.
But what does it mean?
So,
You cancel three
yeah,
zeros and you divide this one
yeah,
by 10.
I forgot to do that. It's my
92.
fault. I accidentally went the other way.
You're right. So I leave the next one with you. Please take time, deep breath,
Okay.
deep breath, and show your and show your skills.
The meter squared, 10,000 meters squared, that says 53,133. Yes, baby. Let my right. No, I'm not. I need to.
Good job. No. Be careful. You have 5.3. Multiply by 10,000. So instead of 40, because of this decimal, so you move this decimal to right for 4 units, 4 digits. That's 1 for 3. That's the second, that's the third, that's the fourth. So now you have 53,000 square meter, isn't it?
Mm.
You don't need this one. Submit this one.
Okay. So, yeah. Did I get it? Oh, yeah, I got it right.
Good
Yeah.
job. Good job. You did well. I'm so proud of you.
Convert the following to meters squared. Okay, so that is 2, 3.
Show me the steps on the board. Show me the steps on the board. So you have.
Oh, it's alright. Extra 0, extra 0, extra 0. Okay. Next time, I promise I will.
Okay, good job. Okay, show the steps, then you won't make any mistake.
Okay. HA, so what's the 10,000 mark? Here. So here, right here, is the 10,000 mark. I just realized I haven't used a pen. Right there. That is the 10,000 mark, so it becomes 5.58.
Yes, that should be fine. Thank you. You did a good job today. Okay, next one. Maybe I can do it. I can help with that.
Yeah, okay, you can do it.
So you have two different skills, but they are used for the same shape. The first one is 1 meter by 1 meter, which is 1 square meter. And the second one is 1,000 millimeter by 1,000 millimeter. Isn't it? That's actually 1 million square millimeter. Isn't it? 1 million square millimeter. So now these two areas are the same. They are equivalent to each other. Isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. So whenever I say any number in a square meter and you want to convert it into square millimeter, you need to multiply it by 1 million. So you've got 0.001984 and you need to multiply it by 1 million because you want to convert it to a square millimeter, isn't it?
Okay.
Now you've got it in a square millimeter because you have multiplied it. I want you to solve this. Explain to me. I don't want the answer. I just need your explanation.
Okay.
What is the strategy?
So, basically, so if we could get this out, right, to convert meters to millimeters, you need to divide by 100 and then divide by 10. So we can do that in 1,000. I don't think we would want to. Or as you said it, 1 million millimeters squared, because I probably did it wrong. Anyway, after we do that, so then we divide that by that, and when we go to 1 million meters squared, we see how many zeros there are, which is 6. Here there's 3 zeros, so we cross out those 3 zeros, and that's 3 more zeros behind. So yeah.
I wanted to hear this answer. We are Farshid, we are multiplying this decimal number by 1 million, which has 6 zeros. Farshid, it means that the decimal point moves to the right by 6 digits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What does it mean? It comes here, 1984, and decimal point comes here. It doesn't make sense. So you say 1984. That's the answer. Because the decimal point moves to the right, 1 million. So it comes here. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 unit moves to the right. Good job. So I want you to type in 1984 and submit the answer.
Okay. So 1984.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. One things from Farshid. Maybe I don't see you. Who knows? In future, who knows? If you want to convert one scale to another scale, for example, meter to millimeter or kilometer to millimeter or any of these things, use 2 square with the same size and then convert each side individually. For example, 1 meter is 1000 millimeter. 1 meter is 1000 millimeter. See?
Okay.
Equivalently. And on the left side, say that the area is 1 square meter. On the right side, the area is 1 million square millimeter. Because, it's not clear for how long we will have this math session. Maybe, maybe it's limited to a specific time, or maybe Farshid, will go for vacation. Of course, I will be online to continue, but it's not something that I will be with you for all the mathematics in your life. So please use 2 different scales, but the same area, and then say that, okay, on the left side, I have 1 square meter, but on the right side, I have 1 million square millimeter. What does it mean? Any square millimeter, any square meter multiplied by this 1 million, it will become 1 million square millimeter. In the reverse of this conversion, every 1 million square millimeter is just 1 square meter. If I say we have the area of 5 million square millimeter, you will quickly say that it is 5 square meter. Okay, we finish this one, we go to the next one.
Okay.
Compare areas of rectangles with the same perimeter. So in the following, we want to find the areas of the following rectangle. So the area is the length multiplied by the width, which is 28. So we use the formula to calculate the area of rectangle A. We say 28 square centimeter. And to calculate the area of rectangle B, we say the length multiplied by the width, which is 10 by 6 is 60. The area of rectangle B is greater because it's 60. However, we must remember that even though both rectangles have the same perimeter, their areas should not be equal. So see that 14 plus 2 plus 14 plus 2, it's 28, it's 32. So that's the perimeter. And then 10 plus 6 is 16 plus 10 is 26 plus 6 is again 32. So we have two different, rectangles with the same perimeter, but it doesn't guarantee that the area is also the same. That's a good point. Yeah, for example, we have two different houses, and you walk through house property A and you walk through property B, and the time you spend is the same because you walk through all the same perimeter, and the time is the same, the speed is the same, the distance is the same, the perimeter is the same, but it doesn't guarantee that the area is also the same. Maybe that's smaller in length but bigger in width. Maybe this one is smaller in width but larger in length. So see that there's a relation between. Okay, how about this one? I leave this one with you. Go for it.
Okay. So one rectangle has the same perimeter. Which rectangle has a greater area? So 32 and 20 there's a capital A here. There we go.
Good job.
Some rectangles have the same perimeter. Which rectangle has a greater area? Answer is 16 and so A again.
Yeah, good job. Submit this one. Good job. And go for the next one.
B. How are the A and B keys so far apart? No. For example, rectangle don't have the same dimensions as 15 by 2, 13 by 1. Which rectangle slash square has the same perimeter over a rectangle? It was 3 by 8.
What is the perimeter?
That's 24.
What is the perimeter relation? Is it 2 length plus 2 width?
12 and 8, 20.
Okay, so we have 12 and also
Okay,
8.
5 meter by 5 meter.
Good job. Good job. So you go for the next one.
Okay.
Yeah?
What rectangle has the same perimeter as, so that's 10 and 16. Okay, there we go.
Good job.
I already did the next one.
Yeah. Have you finished this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so we go to the next one. Good job. In the next one, we plan to talk about and enhance our learning of development and use of the formulas to find the areas of triangles. As you can see, triangles is half of the base multiplied by perpendicular height. So the first figure, look at the height, look at the base. The second figure, look at the perpendicular height and also the base. And the third image, look at the perpendicular height and the base. So if you have something like this, the perpendicular height is here, and this one is base. Good job. How about this example? Find the area of the triangle. The area of a triangle is half of the base multiplied by perpendicular height. So half of the base, half of the 8 multiplied by perpendicular height, which is 4, is 16 square meter. If you look at the second example, okay, so you've got the base is 1.3 and the perpendicular height is 2. So half of it is 1 point. Don't forget about half, because if you don't use half, it means that you are calculating the area of the whole. So you divide it by 2 because it's not rectangle. It's triangle. I leave this one with you.
Okay. Find the area of the following triangles. So basically, if I remember how to calculate the area of a triangle, you times them and then you divide it by 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that would be 60 divided by 2, which is 30, so that would be 30 centimeters squared.
Yeah, but remember in your exam, you need to write all the steps. The area equals 1 over 2 base multiply perpendicular height. And then you use equal, and then you say base is 12, because the marker needs to know that, do you understand which one is height, which one is base? And you are showing them base is 12, height is 5. This is one part of your marking. And then 60 divided by 2 is that it equals 30. And also, the marker requires that, do you using appropriate units? Yes, you are, square centimeters. So remember, it has a mark. It has a mark. It has a mark.
Okay. So this would be 6. This would be 40.
Yeah?
This... Oh yeah, I forgot how to do these ones.
So this one, the perpendicular height is 15. So you would write in your exam, height is 15. And the base is 30. The relation for the area is half of the height by base. And using this information, you can conclude that the area is 225 maybe.
Okay. Okay.
So you type in 225 and then you submit it.
Okay, so so 225, right?
Yes,
Okay, there we go.
good job.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do 13 times 6. Would that work?
Yeah, you can
Because
do, but you know,
okay.
if you want to get the full mark, you need to do the full steps. Height and also base. You need to write the formula in here, height, base, and then use equal.
Okay, so that becomes 7.5. Wait, can I do half times 12 times 13?
Yes, you can say 6 times 13.
6 times 13, yep. That would be 60, and then 78. That was what I was asking you if it would work.
78. Yes, 78.
Yeah, I was just asking you if it would
Good job.
work.
Yeah, you did well. Okay, next one.
Okay. X, so 6. Final one.
Yeah, final question. Thank you.
Okay. Find the height of the following triangle given that done.
Okay, good job.
Very,
We'll write the
very.
reflection. Yeah, today we covered a lot of topics. Remember, for the next session, we can continue and finish this topic. So, Adrian, solved a lot of questions in area and volume. Yeah, we covered. He covered. Topic number 2. Need to measure the areas of different shapes. Use the areas of linear surfaces for estimation of larger areas. Convert between metric units. What else? Compare areas of rectangles. What else? With the same perimeter. What else? And finally, develop and use the formulas to find the areas of triangles. Yes, you did well. Have a good day.
You too. Bye,
Pleasure.
Farshid.
Bye.